Hello, Ore Digger fans, and welcome to another installment of Mines MidWeek. We're joined by Colorado School of Mines head golf coach Tyler Kimble. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing good, thank you.
All right, well, pretty good little fall for your team, I'd say.
Not too bad.
3 wins, 4 events. The loss, or the non-win, we'll talk about also.
Yep.
But at first, last time we had you on, you had just finished the Ryan Palmer Foundation invite. Got the team title there. Mike Lee was the medalist. So the next event you went to was the RMAC #1, the Fort Lewis invite. Finished first of 9 teams. Jordan Arndt was co-medalist in that event. Take us through that event a little bit.
Well, it was another event where we ran into some weather issues.
Seems to be a theme.
Yeah, it rained out the practice round, and that was a little unique because we had never seen that golf course. So, we played the first round pretty conservatively. Worked out for us. We had a plan, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
We opened it up in the second round because we weren't leading that first round. We just played conservative. We kind of kept everything in front of us. Didn't go for a lot of the par 5s and 2. Took a lot of irons off the tees.
Yeah.
And then when we really got comfortable with the golf course, we did pretty good the second round of the day. And that was another round we had to finish up the next day because the rain flooded the golf course, so we didn't end up completing 36 holes. We wrapped up. We had a lot wrapped up, though. I think we played like 31 holes. So we just had to come out and finish 5.
Right.
And that was when we kind of pulled away from that tournament and kind of had it in cruise control for the last round.
All right. Well, good win. First RMAC event of the year. So
Yep.
in the chase for the conference title, that's a good way to start. Next event, you guys went out to Oregon for the Golf Week Fall Invite. Finished 11 of 15, but you had some weather issues again at the event. Take us through that one.
Yeah, the photographer we hired wouldn't even come out.
Yeah, I know.
It was brutal. It's typical Oregon rain, and it was the rain and the cold was bad. We can deal with that, but the wind, it was blowing 45-mile-an-hour gusts. Many times the rules officials were out there watching the golf balls on the green. It was that close, and that's what suspends play when the golf ball can't even stay on the green. Mm-hmm. That tournament was more about surviving and trying to stay warm, trying to stay focused. We didn't get the best pairings, and that's a little unfortunate when you play in some of those big national tournaments. It is more of a round and draw, whereas when we play in more of the regional tournaments, they'll go down and they'll pair the better teams. And unfortunately, and it's not a knock on the teams we played with, they finished last and second to last. So when you're out there playing with them and you kind of don't know what the golf course is giving you, the weather's awful, and you're kind of holding serve, you're holding par with these guys, and the next thing you know, you get back in and you look at the leaderboard and you find out you're 20 shots out of first place. That played a role. So it just, we didn't have it. We were a little bit, I'm not going to say we're unprepared. We've been working hard. We've been winning golf tournaments. Mm-hmm. But it just came, kind of all came to a head, and it was just a tough go for us. And it hurt us on the national ranking. It really didn't affect us much regionally.
Right.
We're still in good shape there, and it made the guys hungry. We're going to get another crack at those top-ranked nationally ranked schools when we go to Austin. So I think we'll get back on track.
Right. Yeah, and I just want to mention one of the toughest fields of any tournament that anybody's going to see this year was at that event.
Yeah, it's designed as a preview. So what they do is they go off the top 25, and they invite them. We had teams from Barry and I think it was Nova, not Barry. Nova came all the way up from Miami. Yeah. And you got all the West Coast schools. You have teams from Dallas. They all traveled to that event, and it's a hand-picked invitational. And when you look at it that way, we were 11th. Let's just say that's the national championship. You got to get in that top 8 to make match play. So we weren't completely all that far off. We lost by 1 shot to Nova, which was runner-up in national championship last year. And won the thing the year before that.
Right.
In their first round, they didn't have a guy break 80, so that kind of goes to tell you the
Yeah,
conditions.
Exactly. But, okay, well, we'll move past that one.
Yeah,
Put that
that's
in
a good
the,
thing.
in the rear view. The CSU Pueblo Invite,
Yep.
a course that you guys know very well, the walking stick golf
Yep.
course in Pueblo. There's 10 teams in this one, RMAC number 2 event. Another win, medalist honors for Jordan Arndt. Pretty good effort by your team all around.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the days of Jim Canals. I mean, he won. He lost in a playoff and won, but he was T1 in 3 out of the 4 events. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we do. We know the golf course. We play their invitational there every year, and we got a good feel for it. So the upperclassmen, kind of stepped up, and we didn't win by a lot. We had some funny stuff go down on the second round where, one of our guys made an 11 on a hole and still shot 78. And it was, and we used a score. We had to use that 78. And we could have really put our foot on the gas and not had to, we could have put it in cruise control the final round, which as a coach, that's what you like to do.
Right.
That's kind of like running the ball in the fourth quarter
Mm-hmm.
and winding down the clock. But we couldn't really do that. And Western New Mexico's a good little squad, and they, we actually shot the same score they did. We shot 285 in the last round, which was a good round of golf.
Very good round.
And we just maintained that lead that we established in the second round at Pueblo.
Mm-hmm.
So they pushed us, and that was nice to see because we're going to get into those situations. And the first, Ryan Palmer really wasn't quite like that. We had a pretty big lead. We had a pretty big lead at when we went down and played in Fort Lewis event. So this was kind of neat. I mean, we had to hold someone off, and we did it.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to know your team can do that. So
Yeah.
that event closed out the fall. You got a little while before your next tournament, which is in the spring.
We do.
So what is your team going to be doing between now and then?
Well, they probably don't enjoy this, but we start our off-season workouts.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, they have a 10-day kind of a grace period to kind of wrap things up, get caught back up in school,
Uh-huh.
and then come Monday, the 28th, they're going to be in the gym. Strength and conditioning coach, 6:30 a.m. And we get a day like today, 62 degrees. They're still going to get out and practice. We just can't have organized team practices. We can do some individual work sessions with the guys. Maybe play around the golf, 9 holes there, that kind of stuff that we set up. So they're going to continue to do that. We've got more guys probably playing. We call them a kind of winter series,
Mm-hmm.
collegiate winter series. Michael Lee is going to represent Colorado School Mines in the Patriot All-American, which is a very unique thing. He'll get to go down to Arizona. And then I know a few of the other guys. We have some guys from Texas, some guys that go down to Arizona in the winter, and they're going to get some good golf in. And, knock on wood, January 15th, we're gonna start up again.
All right. Well, Coach, congrats on the fall. Pretty good fall for your program. Good luck to you guys health-wise getting into the spring. Hopefully we will have you on here in the spring, definitely, and hopefully after some more victories. So, fans, that's all the time we have with Coach Kimble. We'll see you next time.